Now, you may find that a lot of people, they do their calculations on, okay, I'm going to pay 4,000 rand for the bond, but they don't factor in, if they're buying into a complex, for example, that there's additional costs that they need to plan for. The one is the rates, like I was explaining to you guys. So the rates would come from the municipalities, whether it's City of Joburg, City of Tshwane, City of Cape Town, Ekurhuleni, depending on where you're from. And then the second thing is the levies. The levies are what is paid for the upkeep of the complex or the estate. It includes such things such as cleaning, gardening, common area lights and water, security. All of those things are paid by the owners in a proportional share according to, let's say there's 100 units and our costs are 100,000 rand a month. It means that we are all contributing 1,000 rand towards the 100,000 rand that's required. So each owner needs to pay their fair share towards the upkeep. So you need to understand how much those levies are. So what I would do before agreeing on buying a property is that I would ask the agent to give me the current statement for the levies and the rates. So you're not working on estimates or I think or the seller said. You're working on facts. You've got the statements in front of you and you can verify that indeed you'll be able to cover not only the bond but also the levies and also the rates. That's very, very important. The other thing that a lot of people don't budget for is maintenance, right? So a lot of people, you buy a property and now you're not putting something aside in a kitty or whatever where you are going to be paying for the upkeep. So if you are, for example, buying in a complex, normally the upkeep and the maintenance of the external, right, is managed by the funds that are contributed by everybody, right? So that every 5 years we can paint and we can do other things to make the place still look attractive. So that's part of the reason why we've got those levies, because now we've got certain maintenance projects and all of those things that need to be factored for. In a sectional title or in flats and townhouses and estates, normally the inside of your unit is what you need to maintain. So you may want to change your cupboards after some time. You've seen some of these properties where it's really looking dodgy. The bathrooms are not taking, the things break and nobody fixes them. You need to budget for the upkeep of your property, right? So in a complex, at least you are saved in that you only just have to worry about the inside of your unit, but not the external, because the external is covered by everybody's contribution via the levy. If you stay in a standalone house, you now have to take care of the maintenance for not only the inside but also the outside. You don't want to have, you've seen those ugly houses that are not well maintained, the paint is chipping and and the roofy wheeler on one side or whatever the case might be. So you need to make sure that you're also making provision for the upkeep of your property, because the better you take care of your property, the better it's going to hold its value in the long run. By just having a property that's well taken care of, the paint is looking neat, everything is fixed when it breaks. When you want to sell that house, you will get a better price for it. For something as simple as just painting it neatly, it can have a significance in terms of what you can get when you are selling that property.